Hi, I'm Sarah with Falcon Fun Fitness and Food, and I thought I'd take a minute before I start my workout today and show you what I actually do a lot of days for my pre-workout. This is one of my go-to favorites, super quick and easy. So I call it my workout latte, and I prefer almond milk for the macros and flavor. My digestive system prefers it. But anyways, I don't always get vanilla flavored, but this is just what was on at Sam's Club when I went shopping. As long as it's unsweetened, that's what I look for. So I have a serving of that, which is a cup or 240 milliliters. I already measured it out in my cup just to save a little time. And then I'm also going to add a serving of protein. Any protein, your favorite flavor, whatever. I love Ideal Leans. They have a ton of flavors, and this is one of my favorites, is the red velvet, and it works really well in my latte. So this I actually didn't weigh out ahead of time, so bear with me for a second. And I'm just gonna do a serving of it, which is 27.4 grams. I try and measure everything in grams if I can, at all possible. Which most of the time I can. And I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, so I like it to be exact. And we're almost there. Oops. A little bit less. Perfect. Okay. So that's sitting in there just right on top of the almond milk. And the next thing is that this gives me a good amount of protein, but it's about 20 grams, I believe. Yeah, 20 grams in here. I want a little bit more for my pre-workout. So in the past, I've added like egg whites, liquid egg whites, perfect. You know, they're already pasteurized. Put it right in there. It actually gives it a little bit of a fluff, more of a latte. Recently though, I have found some, now hope I don't lose anybody, but some cricket powder. So it just gives a little extra. It's 8 grams of protein. So just bumps it up a little more. And believe it or not, it doesn't really even alter the flavor in here. If anything, it gives it like a little bit of a nutty flavor, and it kind of thickens it. I like the texture a little bit more with it. So if I can open the bag. And this I just found on Amazon. Actually, my husband bought it for me when he knew that I wanted to give it a try. So I'm just gonna add, it's a small amount. It's just 10 grams of this. Oops, let me tear my scale first. So 10 grams, and it's 40 calories, gives me 8 grams of protein. Almost, don't go over. If it does, I'll just calculate the difference in my tracker. And now a little bit more. Almost there. Oh, right on the money. Okay. So with that, oh, I did forget to grab my creatine, so hold that thought. Luckily, it's just right out here in my room. I apologize for that. Creatine powder is definitely one of my go-tos for my daily. It's pretty much the only supplement really that I use. And I just put a scoop. I don't even bother to weigh that to perfection. All right. So I happen to have, I love this little thing. It's great to just whip, blend However, by hand, just takes a few seconds. A few more than a few seconds. Plus, if I change the batteries a little more often, it's actually a little faster. Don't want any cricket chunks. And of course, you could use a bigger cup and get a little more froth, but you know, this is what I had. All right. Not bad. And I have my big go-to cup here. Pour it over quickly. And then I do have this ready to brew. So I'm going to add coffee to it now, and that's where I get my latte. So that is brewing. This is actually one of my favorite go-tos coffee too. Really any of the Cameron's brands, but chocolate covered cherry, if you haven't tried it, ooh, highly recommend. The Highlander grog is good too. Definitely the chocolate covered cherry. So once I add my coffee in, that'll be my latte that I'm gonna drink before I go work out. But I also add in some carbs. And so to prepare that ahead of time, make it easier on myself, I bake up some sweet potatoes in my air fryer, sorry. And then I just keep them in the fridge, pop it in the microwave. I have cooked them straight raw too. I've just thrown them in the microwave for 5 minutes. They're good that way too. I feel like the air fryer kind of gives it a little bit better texture, and it actually kind of almost sweetens it without I don't put anything on them at all. They're just washed raw sweet potatoes thrown in the air fryer and baked depending on the size. I mean, I put a batch in at a time, and it's about 25 minutes on 350, I think is where I set it. Close to that anyways. And I also, my other go-to that I bake up ahead of time, also in the air fryer, is butternut squash. Love, love, love butternut squash. So I just cut them, you can kind of see the slices. I just cut them in about 1/2 inch to 1 inch slice, lay them out on the rack, and also bake those about the same setting, 350, 20, 25 minutes, depending on how much I'm putting in there, and how thick they are. Of course, if you do it thinner, you're gonna wanna cook it less. So depending on my macros for the day and how many carbs I want to add, determines how much I have. But I actually already heated one up for myself earlier, and that's what I'm gonna eat for my pre-workout today. So coffee's brewed, and all I'm gonna do is, without making a mess most of the time, dump it in, and there is my latte. So good. I actually look forward to that when I get home before my workout, along with my sweet potato. And these are, I usually just pick off the little end, because I mean, who wants to eat that? And just eat it, peel and all. Delicious. So it gives me great energy. Go knock out my workout, and I will try and see what else I can put on here for you. See you next time. And if you like what you're seeing, I'm working on adding more, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. Thank you.